Sundance 3200 RE by Heartland here at Heartland RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Recent trade-in. They love this trailer. There's nothing wrong with it. They just simply downsized. It was just, it worked great for them for a few years. They decided to do a little different kind of travel and wanted something a little smaller. Swapped this out for a 23-foot Jayco Eagle HT fifth wheel. So, not that there was problems, just didn't quite meet their needs anymore, you know? No different than somebody, you know, swaps a house around sometime. This is one of Heartland's bread and butter type trailers. You still see these out there a lot today, and this is in good shape. It's also new enough. It's got a lot of the newer things on it, such as these nice slam latch like bus style baggage doors and whatnot. It's got a fully enclosed underbelly with some heating in the underbelly, so good extended season RV. You know, push button power awning, so this is easy camping. One of the cool things on the Sundance series, and Heartland was really one of the innovators that brought this to the mainstream, is the cutaway design on this nose cap right here. What it allows you to do is achieve an 88-degree turn, effectively a 90-degree jackknife turn, without an expensive slider hitch. Now, if you've got a super short, like, you know, 5-foot bed, you're going to need special hitching, and that's what happens when you get an interestingly built truck, I suppose. But with a common stock half-ton pickup, you're going to be aces with this thing all day. We do have larger wheels and aluminum wheels on here, so the towability aspects of this are very good. They're very reliable. You know, the shorter the wheel, the faster it turns. The faster it turns, the hotter it gets. The hotter it gets, the quicker it breaks down. That's just tires 101, but a lot of people don't think about that, I've noticed. Now, this little pocket right here is actually behind the oven facility. And normally you'd be like, well, what can you do in here? But these folks left the perfect example behind. This is the greatest spot to put all your little outdoor hoses and tubes and cables and stuff like that. It keeps it out of the way. It keeps your outdoor stuff away from your camping stuff and your baggage doors. Let's see, pretty much any window I've seen will open for ventilation, specifically the windows on the sides of the slide outs. Cross breeze windows are a big deal for me. You're not always going to run your AC full blast all the time. It's nice to have a break from that. By the way, we not only have power front stabilizer jacks, or leveling jacks rather, we have power rear stabilizers as well. So push button awning, push button jacks, push button everything. Climbed up that ladder, looked at the roof, very clean, well maintained, just like the rest of this RV. This has been very well kept. For just a fleeting second when I first stepped inside, I wondered if the previous owner might have been a spunker. So I spoke with the salesman who took this in on trade because I want to give you guys the best information possible. Sounds like he was. He mentioned that he primarily did take his smoking outside. I think occasionally he might have walked in with a cigarette or two, but it is minor at that. It is nothing to get your blood pressure worked up over. It's one of those things where sometimes I think I'm more brutally honest than I need to be. But again, I mean, even if you're like really sensitive to that or asthmatic, I'm not even picking it up now. It was brief, so you know, a quick trailer cleaning and it'll be gone. So now the cool thing with the 3200 model is we have two super slides set across from one another. We have a massive living space. What this means in English is basically we have a 14-foot wide living space. That's like a double wide home, essentially. So you're getting bigger living spaces and more storage and comfort and light and breathing room because of it. So we do have central air and heat. And I do like to point out that the AC actually has two runs. You're going to get double the air push because of it. Now, right up here above the kitchen, before I forget, because I forgot last time I was in a trailer, this does have a nice like Max Air or Create-A-Breeze style fan. So if you are cooking up a storm, you can really exhaust heat here. Or open all these ventilating windows I've been talking about, kick that fan on, and you'll have a 6-mile-an-hour breeze just constantly cruising through your living space. The refrigerator here is 8 cubic foot, not 6, 33% larger in English. So you can spend a little more time between grocery stops, essentially. And your cabinetry here is pretty sharp. Seeing hidden hinge cabinetry on something in this product level and price point was just essentially unheard of when this was built. And a lot of the cool new innovations you see in RVs today have really been spurred on by Heartland. We're Heartland dealer, so I got to kind of see that whole evolution take place. It's been fun watching that happen. This is a hide-a-bed sofa, airbed. I haven't looked for the bladder. Don't know what kind of shape it's in. So, you know, if nothing else, you might need to budget $20 at Walmart for a replacement airbed. Not a big deal. The rear entertainment here gives us This one's cool because we get both the rear window and a power up-down television that actually recesses and hides behind the electric space heating fireplace that we have right there. Long story short, you don't need to use your propane for spring, summer, fall sort of heating solutions. That little thing will put out a lot of heat in here. And with the insulation levels present in this product and the roof and the floor, it'll maintain that pretty well. I like these extra big pockets over here. You will find plenty of stuff to put in those. I also like this giant open rear counter. It's good for decorative purposes. It's also good for storage purposes. You can put your phone chargers back here. You can find a lot of different things to do with it. Even this overhead area, all of the cabinet doors you notice are self-supporting. And even these are hidden hinge cabinets. One of the reasons I don't talk about this enough, one of the reasons I like hidden hinge cabinets is, let's say that this door pops open going down the road. It's inclined to close itself. It's really hard for stuff to fall out of your cabinets when you have hidden hinge cabinetry. That's really the biggest benefit, other than the fact that cosmetically it just looks way cleaner. Your entertainment center down here is all-in-one. AM, FM, CD, DVD. It does pretty much everything. Not Bluetooth enabled, but that is not a hard thing to add to these, actually. And the TV station right here, like I said, does recess down. Chairs. I specifically left them tied down like this to show you this is the kind of care and proper usage the previous owners put into this. This is exactly what the trailer looked like when they brought in. We haven't touched it. We haven't cleaned it. We haven't moved anything. We opened the slides and I shot my pictures. This is how they took care of it. Also worth noting, the extra outlets they have around all your seating areas are super handy. Everybody's got smart devices now. It's nice to keep them on. If it's a rainy day and you're stuck inside, you're going to be really happy for that. The ceiling fan here, again, if you want to get some nice air moving around, it is really nice to have that fresh airflow just constantly circulating. The dinette table does have a little extension leaf. It also has what I call the Monopoly pocket. You can keep some big games and big things. Maybe extra napkins or something back there. Placemats. I don't know. You'll figure it out. Whatever works for you. Little things to show you. Now again, they kept all the chairs strapped down in transit, so these things didn't bounce around. They didn't ding each other up. They didn't have any of that kind of problems. Also, these are nice padded on the back too, and there's a lot of life left in that. They really did not overwork this RV. Kitchen counter here. A lot of people, most people look here and I say, oh, it's got a small kitchen. Remember, the kitchen actually continues over into the slide. You got that big pantry, bigger refrigerator, freezer, and your other two big appliances, the stove and the microwave, they're in the slide. They're off the floor plan. They make all that extra space and room that you want for longer term trips. What that means is we just have a big open welcome space here, and they've upgraded to solid surface counters. So we also enjoy a stainless steel sink and residential hardware in here. All good things. I do like to point out too, whenever I see it, they did shelf this cabinetry so you can't stuff twice as much stuff in there. These are always good to see. I always look for stuff like this. Like my grandmother has a pair of titanium kneecaps. So when I see a nice handhold built in from the manufacturer, it tells me this is made with people who actually go camping in mind. Young folks like me aren't typically the buyer for this product. Older folks typically are the ones that are going to take this home, and it's made with folks like that in mind. One thing I do want to point out, this is a brand new, still in the bag, never before used Jayco Denver pillow top mattress. Whew, that's a mouthful. Long story short, brand new, true 80-inch queen bed in here in the slide. So this is a true queen, not a camper queen. Niceties that I like to point out are the little pockets over here, but mostly the big front wall-to-wall wardrobe. This has that big storage space you're going to want and need for longer-term trips. Across from that, we do have a big dresser that does have a little entertainment center over here, so you could easily mount a TV to that base, mount it against the wall, whatever you want to do. This is set for pretty much any of it. And every inch counts, so they added a extra little linen cabinet right here. And where I see this being beneficial, because it's right across from the bathroom, this is where I think you're going to keep your beach towels and your washcloths and things like that. We do have a very, very generously spaced bathroom. You see you have lots of legroom in here. What I like about this, as a person that goes camping, I can actually get dressed in this bathroom. I don't have to take my clothes to the living room, close all the window shades, get dressed, open the shades back up. I have the room to do that. Notice too that you do have dedicated bathroom floor heating, so this floor is going to be a little toastier if you need to use the bathroom at night. Dedicated shower here, and again, plenty of headroom in this bathroom for tall guys like me. I like to be honest again. There is a little like 3-inch lip coming up to the bedroom, but it is a little taller on this side, a little shorter on that side, because this thing is designed to have more of a bullet nose for towing purposes. That it does taper down in the nose right there. I have towed Sundances and their what was at the time their big brother Greystones around personally. They tow very nicely. This is a good towing rig. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, previous owners just wanted to downsize to something that was just a little easier for them to manage. They went down to a single slide, 23-foot fifth wheel that just fits their current lifestyle a little bit better than this one. This is a great coach. This is a very nice find. Very nice, clean triple slide fifth wheels like this don't come through used stocks every single day. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.